We're up there. I think we're up there. We're up there. I'm just going to ignore it. Hello, chill computer guy here. Hey, we're streaming live. Oh, my God. What's going to happen? We're streaming live. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm working on some Premiere Pro projects. I'm cutting up some film here for my Grouthead channel. Thrift Store Find is the show. So I'm cutting that up. So I got my intro here. I'm just going to here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shut up and just kind of do my thing. If you're interested, that's great. If not, that's great as well. We got Sonic Youth playing on the background. It's kind of noisy. It's a little bit loud. Now, later on, we're probably going to switch over into Bitwig Studio, work on some music maybe. Just basically the story is I don't really have the time to kind of do these, cut these tutorials up in Bitwig Studio and put them all, I'm working more on actual, film editing actual film as opposed to screencasts. Editing screencasts is about the most, I don't know. I guess I could just work on doing it in one take like, some of these great YouTubers do, but I don't know. I'm a film editor, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and we're going to take a look at this intro here and just kind of go off here. All right, check it out. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to put that at the beginning of the Thrift Store Find, which is in this scratch right here. I'll put that at the very beginning here. So we Control-C, Control-V right here. We're going to just right-click and ripple delete that up there. So we're going to take a look at this thing here. Hello. Hello, Grouthead here. Hello, Grouthead here. Welcome to Thrift Store Find. Today on Thrift Store Find, we have the second in a list of items that we've had here on Thrift Store Find. Now that sounds confusing and complicated, but what I mean is this is the second lamp that we've actually shown on Thrift Store Find. Now this is more... Okay, now this right here is a placeholder. Think of this as like a placeholder, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually place stuff into this. So it's basically a placeholder. What I like to do is kind of cut around, and what we're going to do is we're going to place B-roll on top of this. Because what you want to have is you want to have a nice dialogue here, but you want this to have good lighting. You want it to be, you want it to be presentable, but then you also want the audio good as well. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut into B-roll here. And so what I tend to do is I put these bars out as kind of placeholders for my B-roll, if that makes any sense. So what I'm doing is I'm talking about the second lamp, but I've already done a Thrift Store Find on a previous lamp. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert the video of that previous lamp, that Thrift Store Find, that edit, that rendered down file that we've already uploaded to YouTube, months ago. We're going to insert a little slice of that right in there. So, oh yeah, I remember the first lamp. And so you're kind of getting a little narrative here. It's like, okay, on Thrift Store Find we got the lamp. The lamp is the second lamp. Okay, let's check out. Remember the first lamp though? And so what you want to do is tell that story kind of. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. Now, as you can see, this is long. I started cutting it up, but it's pretty long. You know, it's long. I got the lamp here. You know, eventually I turn the lamp off. What I want to do is, you know, if you lasso this and then you look at the info panel, you see this is, Jesus, holy cow, this is 26 minutes long. Now, nobody's going to want to listen to Thrift Store Find for 26 minutes, so the idea is to crunch this all down via the cuts like we've started making here. You know, you've started kind of making the cuts down there. But eventually we're gonna cut the hell out of this. A lot of this first one is this is kind of the second entire take. I did one take, which I stumbled around a lot. You can see all the pauses in the audio. As far as cutting up the good parts, just look at the audio, because you know you can tell if there's huge gaps in the audio. That obviously, you know, that's when I was like, I was kind of stumbling around and pausing and like kind of reframing it and whatnot. You'll see there's a lot less gaps in the second take. Excuse me, I kind of got a cold. What I tend to do is I don't tend to rehearse. I tend to just kind of sit down and do a very messy take. But I do that because it pressures me to eventually kind of try to rein that in and do a second take. And then the second take is what I start cutting up first in Premiere Pro. And I can get halfway through this and be able to just take this and delete it. Because I'm like, I'm good. The second take is good. But there's certain things that went on during the first take because, you know, it was like I say, it was improv. There's very little rehearsing. So there's some magic that might happen there because it's done with the same scene and the same lighting. You can kind of cut little parts out of there and put it into the second take. But again, you want to keep this 26 minutes. No. I'm trying to keep these within 3 minutes tops. 3 to 5 minutes. 5 minutes is kind of the threshold for Thrift Store Find. Now, all this stuff that I'm cutting up is going on the Grouthead channel. I don't know, if you just go to YouTube, type in Grouthead, that's my other channel. And I've started on a series called Thrift Store Finds, where I occasionally like to enjoy to go to the thrift store. I go to the thrift store. I got a $10 threshold. I pick out some. You see some crazy stuff there. And so what I've done is I've taken, bought these items for $2 or $3, and then basically did kind of a show and tell, if you will. Thrift Store Find. Try to keep them under 5 minutes. But the idea is the dialogue is done with good lighting. It's very important. We have a little vignette. We have, the letterboxing going on. This is all adding to the aesthetic of the overall, production. But the idea is there's B-roll cut in between the dialogue. So you're constantly coming back to the dialogue, but the dialogue continues on through the B-roll. It's the J and L cut, depending on, you might have certain sound effects, or you can add sound effects. You can add random video footage to kind of tie it all together. But the idea is you've taken this, you've rambled on for, like I say, 26 minutes, and you're going to condense that down into 5 minutes, let's say, And that's kind of what we're doing here in Premiere Pro. But the problem is until I actually get the footage in here and start kind of cutting it up, then I can save that and I can put it on the back burner and go work on music. But I at least need to get started on it, or I will never come back to it. Now, we're also working on the craps table game having to do with casino odds. I actually work at a casino, and I've been working at the craps table for November of '99. That's coming up on over 19 years, I've been actually dealing the dice game, and I hate the fucking casino. I can't stand the casino. I can't stand gambling. I shouldn't say that. Some gamblers are great, but this the whole gambling lifestyle. It's disgusting to me. Well, it's not just, maybe that's too strong of a word, but I'm not into it. But a lot of people are into the actual game, how to win, how to play the game, and so I've decided to do a series on the game of craps. It's also going to be on my Grouthead channel. And we're talking about, in this case, we've just basically taken these dice and we've taken a photo of every combination of dice. And then if you flip through here, here's one way to roll a 2. There's 2 ways to roll a 3. And this is the percentage of chance of rolling that. And so we toiled through and cut this up. Man, that cough's getting bad. Basically, that's also what we're working on. We cut that up. We're going to eventually, you know, get a little snapshot of each. And then, of course, do the dialogue, like what is going on over here. The dialogue, you know, hello, this is Grouthead. We're talking about, oh, geez. The same dialogue here. Hello, this is Grouthead. We're going to talk about the craps game. The craps game, here's how to win at the craps game. I actually have quite a bit of strategy on how you can actually win money on craps. It's all about... It's three things. It's timing, it's luck, and it's money management. And probably the biggest of those is money management. If you consider your initial investment when you walk onto a craps table or into a craps casino environment, that can really help you to actually make money. Like I say, I'm not a gambler myself, but there is some tricks to the trade, so to speak. And that's kind of what I got going on over here with this this other thing that I'm working on over here in Premiere Pro. There's a shot of all the chips, different colored chips and whatnot. And then also I have several other things that I'm working on, which are not going to... Are they on here? They're actually probably in the main Grouthead. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this thing here. So yeah, I've worked on some of the craps material here, where I've cut between the two angles here in this example.
Tape, that's the one we're going to use.
Cut between the angles here.
They're pretty sick at this done.
You can. This is the 3 to 4 unit double press. You know, as far as putting those chips together. And doing that in a fluid way with a multicam. You can see what's going on there. I could talk you through what's going on there. Let me talk you through it, because that's actually me. I set up a little craps downstairs on that same place I do this. The same exact place I'm doing this. The same exact. I basically set up a room with some lights. This I threw on top of the desk. I mean, you can see it's, I need to iron it or something, because this is just a preliminary setup. But what you got here is you got two $12 bets, and at this point, now you have two $18 bets. Now at this point, you got two $24 bets. These are multiples of 6. Now, because the green's a $25 chip, you have two $30 bets. And so what's going on there is a double press move, which is, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of flexing my skill a little bit. That's skill. That's skill. It's not easy to do that, but it's very interesting. Just the idea of movement and filming it especially when it comes to like a multicam, is extremely interesting to me. Like, you can kind of course, this isn't shot right because I need this lower to the table, and I need the 6 to be closer to the center of the table. And so, like I say, this is just some preliminary B-roll just to see what it would look like. But the movement of the camera between these two shots, I really do enjoy. You can see we're taking this top shot here, going to the bottom shot, back to the top shot. And basically what's going on here is there's two different it's a multicam, basically. You know, we all know what a multicam is, I'm sure. If you were to line these shots up, you could get let me see if I can. Yeah, like here. That's basically what's going on. There's a multicam. One camera's pointing down, the other camera's pointing from the side. Then we got the shampoo commercial. We're talking about the shampoo commercial. We got the shampoo.
Figured I would test the.
I'm testing the product. You can see I got the shampoo in my hair.
With the conditioner
I got the shampoo in my goddamn hair. There's me after the shampoo, you know, and so, you know, product reviews. Oh my God, why not do some product reviews? Holy shit. thrift store find, product reviews, and how to win at craps. So that's basically what's going on in Premiere Pro. And then I also have some stuff at the graveyard, which is in a different project. Let me go back to where I was here because, yeah, this dice project, I think I'm going to kind of put it on hold. It's probably not going to be out for another couple months just because I'm having a hard time kind of getting it going.
Hello, Grouthead here. Welcome to Thrift Store Find. Today on Thrift Store Find, we have the second in a list of items that we've had.
Oh, the stream's cutting out. Yeah, the stream's cutting out.
We've had a hanging lamp in the past.
All right, well, that's enough with that. Let's go ahead and go to Bitwig Studio because that's what everybody came for. That's what my channel. It's all about the Bitwig Studio. So let's open up Bitwig Studio here. Actually, it's already open. It's over here. All right, there it is. Well, it's Bitwig Studio, everybody. Oh, welcome. It's Bitwig Studio. All right. That's my channel's all about Bitwig. Nobody cares about Premiere Pro. There's little interest in it. So. Not as far as, you know, I've kind of like built my whole channel on Bitwig Studio and the DAW and music production and stuff. So I should probably talk about that, you know. Here's what we got. We got the isotope here, and we got this this kind of jam going right here. It's a jam going right here. All right, let's turn off the, let's turn that off, I guess. Bad video setting. Oh, shit. Looks like we're cutting out. Yeah, I think we cut out here. Did it cut out? I think it cut out. Let's play an ad. Can we do that? We can actually start playing an ad. Oh, that's awesome. All right, we're going to get out of here because this thing, it's, oh, geez, that's not good. I got no audio. Shit. Well, it says the stream is not healthy. It says bad video settings. It's probably, I don't know. I don't know if this is working. Stream health. Good stream is healthy. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know if it's working. Let's talk about, we got a couple of projects open here. EQ. I wanted to talk about EQ. Got the HEQ. I was going to do a product review on the HEQ, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to it. But I really do like the HEQ. I gotta load the sound engine here. It's loading up here. Well, it says it's streaming. Let me know if this is coming through because it says bad video settings. I don't know. I'm not a streamer. Here we go. All right, here's our kick drum. Very aggressive sound. We got the Kramer Pi on there. Some sidechain reverb. Yeah. We're opening up the filter there. Got the filter opening up. 38. So we're cutting it off at 38, which is, I mean, it's pretty low. And so you got to consider, well, where does this leave the base, I guess? Because if we put the base, okay, here's the kick, right? Here's the base. You know, so obviously what's going on here is I tend to kind of use presets as kind of a starting point, and then kind of like feather the preset. I call it feather the preset to where I need it. Now we're going to put a high pass filter. We're going to have to cut this more. What I like about the HEQ is you have kind of different styles of curves. So if we go to UK Vintage 2, one of these I like. Is it Vintage 1? One of them's, yeah, that one's pretty sharp there. So I'm going to roll this off a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of this mud here. Kind of a bitch to automate a damn see, here's something I wish I could disable the automation. Obviously the filter's opening, so you can't really do a high pass with the filter opening. So I wish I could disable. That's something I really did like about propeller head reason, the fact that it's a clip, the automation's on a clip. That to me is golden, because I would love to be able to disable that automation. Now you really can't do it. As far as I know, in Bitwig Studio, I haven't found a way to do it. No way to do that. So what you got to do is you got to do this this cutoff with the filter, you know, all the way closed down, because obviously as the filter opens, that low end is becoming less apparent. You know, that makes sense. But what I'm going to do is estimate. I'm going to go 38. So I'm gonna push this up to I don't know, 80. 80 is probably too. We'll go to 80. So that's it at its lowest, of course, the very beginning of the envelope. That's when it's at its lowest. So I think that works. Now, as far as this side chain, it's basically a side chain reverb. This is a technique that Sadowick, just a masterful YouTube channel, he was talking about. I've heard about, you know, you take a reverb tail and you side chain that to your kick drum, and there's a finesse to it. Now, what I've done here is I've kind of screwed it up. You know, I mean, it's kind of working. It's kind of working, but I don't, you know. I got the little plate. I love this. This is recently on sale for like 29 bucks. Definitely bought this. It used to be actually free when it came out. Sound Toys, man, they make the best plugins. So the little plate, very, very cool plate reverb. Very real sounding. That's what I like about it. Reverbs are hit or miss. There's that. It's the SP 2016 by what is it? Eventide Tide. It's not Eventide. What are they called? Help me out. Eventide. It's not Eventide. Anyway, it's the SP 2016. I tried that reverb, and I wasn't, I don't know, it just got all this hype, you know. I wasn't really that impressed with the reverb. This plate is what I'm working with, this 16, you know, millisecond, 16-second decay. Well, that's half the problem right there. Let's go ahead and back that down a little bit. That click, 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 click. All right, let's move on. What's that? Oh shit. What happened? Should we donate $3? What are you talking about? Should we donate $3? Hi, reader, US seems you. Oh shit. Wikipedia wants $3. What's that all about? Or I guess you can donate. Well, we'll probably all lose our rights to free information, so maybe you should donate. All right, let's continue on here. Wow, that was exciting. So bad. What is that, a hi-hat? Oh my god, what's going on with that? That is so shitty. Oh god. What's going on with that hi-hat? It's got the Echo Boy on it? There we go. Yeah, get rid of that. That's not cooking. Jesus Christ. Pitch it. Gotta pitch it. Pitch it down or up or something. So as is what happens with me anyway with songs, I get to a certain point and I'm like it's just it's a bunch of parts, and I'm not sure really where to take it to get it to it's I don't know if I'm excited about a few parts. I like this lead right here. I think this lead's pretty tight. Like this lead right here. I like this lead. But I like this melody. You see, I got the Enigma on here. The Enigma is this is one of them old school Waves plugins that I love. It's really good for it gives you this movement, which it's a very organic movement. Look at the fluidity of that. It's pretty cool. I don't know. There's parts of this song. I mean, it's just I don't know what it is. It's just a collection of a bunch of ideas, and this is what I find myself doing. I have these clips in here. I'll be like, all right, let's work on the kick. I like the sound of this kick. I know the kick and bass is kind of working. I guess it's a kick and bass working. I guess. That's blown out. Anyway, that's it. A little bit of Bitwig, a little bit of Premiere Pro. I don't know if I'm going to make a tutorial. Normally, I publish tutorials try to do it on Sunday and Monday, and I'm just kind of like not really feeling inspired to put together a tutorial. So I figured I'd try my hand at live casting. I don't know. It's pretty random. It's pretty random. But, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, chill computer. I'm going to end the stream right here. I'm up to like, oh my God, 40 minutes? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. All right, well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. Remember, we're not for beginners. We're not for experts. We're for everybody. We do all kinds of stuff. We do video editing. As we started out with video editing, but we also got this Bitwig Studio, which is that and propeller head reasons. So, I don't know. It's kind of fun to do live casts, so... Oh, we got it up to 3 watchers, so oh my God. Holy cow. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to keep this on my channel or if I'm going to delete it. I don't know what will happen to it, so if you're seeing it now, that's great. Maybe you'll be able to see it later. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so what I'll do is I'll watch it and see if it's relevant. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take the live casts and cut them up, but I don't know if you can get the actual file of the live cast. I don't know how that all works. Anyway, if anybody knows, comment below. Let me know. Anyway, chill computer guy here. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for sitting with me for 43 minutes. A long time. It's a long time. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys again. I'm going to shut this thing down. I got to go and get myself some water or something.